So I'm back for a little update. So it's been probably over a week or so, maybe even 2 weeks, since I've done an update on my body recomposition journey. And it's been interesting. One of the things that I noticed, which really, really surprised me, is that when the next time I went in and used my Hume Body Pod, and I looked at the dates and how my lean muscle mass had changed, I actually had a huge dip in my lean muscle mass during those 2 weeks that I was at the gym 3 times a week. And that is kind of crazy because when I first started in December, I saw an increase. And when I looked at how much I increased, I assumed that it was that I had increased even more from going to the gym 3 times a week with the trainer. But actually, when I looked back at the bigger picture of things, I actually dipped quite a bit in my muscle mass in those weeks, which was crazy. Now I'm back up to an increase from when I started. So that's really wild. To me, what that is has to be the effects of cortisol on my body. Because if you watch those videos, I basically was super stressed out about having to be there and having to this appointment that I had to get to 3 times a week. And wow, there's the metrics, right? How stress can impact your body. So I was literally working out more, yet I was losing lean muscle mass during those 2 weeks. Thankfully now I'm back up and it's continuing to be on the rise. And I've gone down to since the first week after, because of that stress, I got sick and I literally didn't go for a week. And then I went the week after that, I went 2 times. And then last week I only went once. And then I checked yesterday, which was Monday. And that's when I realized, because I as I'm working with the app, I'm learning how to use it more. So I was, digging into it and being able to see the actual dates. But yeah, that was really wild. So I've now seen the impact of how I actually get better results if I'm doing this in a way that doesn't stress me out, even though I'm working out less. So it's good to know, right? Because a lot of people would just not know that. Let's say you didn't have a Hume Body Pod and you were just working with the numbers on the scale. I would just assume that I was doing fine because, I'm losing weight, but actually that's not a good thing. So anyways, where I'm at now with my weight is I'm when I first started doing this series, I was fluctuating 152, 153 a lot. And now I'm doing 148, 149. So that's nice I lowered my weight set point clearly because now I'm fluctuating between those. And that's literally what happens on a weight loss journey when you're doing it in a natural way and you're not restricting calories and you're not starving yourself. You'll just go up and down until you have another lowered set point. So that's where I'm at with that. It feels good to be under 150 because being over 150 for me is that's my fear zone, right? That's oh God, where could this go? So yeah, I'm there. And my comfort is 145, 146. That's the top end of for my body weight and size. That's me being in a normal weight. To be 145, 146, I'm within what's considered normal without being considered overweight. At 148, 149, I'm considered overweight. So anyways, that's feeling good. Just, slowly getting there. So this all started in the beginning of December when I was at a pet sit and I went on somebody else's scale because I haven't had a scale in a long time and I had no idea that I had gained all this weight, other than that I could see that my face was starting to get like swollen looking, right? So, because I was going through so many things, I wasn't quite sure that it necessarily meant that I gained weight at that point, because one of the things that happens for me when I get stressed is I have that like cortisol face where I just look like I'm retaining water. So I was a little bit like in denial that I had gained weight. So, where was I going with that? So anyways, I'm happy that I am going in the right direction, but surprised at how quickly my results backfired from doing it somebody else's way versus doing it following my body. So in those 2 weeks, I was in a situation where I had to do it 3 times a week because that was how the gym ran their package. Even though when I decided to buy the package, I had no idea how they did it. And I just thought, oh, I use this. I can decide how often I use the trainer. But that was not the case. They had a very you have to do it this way. So anyways, that did not work for me. And the numbers on the scale measuring my lean body mass proved it. This week, my intention is to go back to 2 days, but on my own time, right? But I noticed that I was really waffling around going to the gym. Like I started having thoughts come into my head like, I don't want to do this. I don't like going there. It's super boring. It's just like uninspiring. Like it's like a bunch of fluorescent lights, right? Like just not appealing. But anyways, I just worked on myself, reminding myself that I was going to feel better after I did it. And so I just got myself there yesterday. And I felt like really good after. Like I felt that feeling that you get after you work out where you kind of have more, it's not like pain, but it's like awareness of your muscles because you work them, right? Like that feeling of feeling my body is pleasurable. Like I like that feeling. Whereas if I'm not stressing my body in any way, then I'm not noticing it, right? So there's that good stress and bad stress. So the bad stress is going to the gym 3 days a week. This good stress is going and having a good workout and then feeling like, wow, I can feel my muscles again. They're, activated. So another thing that was interesting yesterday was I worked up a sweat, and that hadn't happened. Even working with the trainer, I really didn't work up a sweat at all. So to me, that's progress as well. I don't know what I did, other than that now when I'm going, I am doing 3 sets of 12 on every machine. And I don't know, one thing that I want to do is actually now start keeping track of what weight I'm doing at each machine so that I can start noticing that I'm getting stronger, right? So yeah, I'm not sure if I was doing higher weights because basically I just kind of go and I put the weight in and then I feel it and then ask myself, is this actually a weight where I know I'm, stressing my muscles enough to be able to be building them, but not so much that it's going to cause, pain or damage to, my muscles, my joints, whatever, ligaments, tendons. Yeah. So really just using my intuition, but I'd like to see that because that's another measurement that I can use that will give me the feedback that I'm making progress, right? So I have the Human Body Pod to show that I'm actually increasing my lean muscle mass. But then also I would like to see that I'm actually getting stronger because the whole point of doing this, going to the gym, is so I can get stronger so I can do more body weight calisthenics. Or yes, I don't want to be going to the gym necessarily even 2 times a week. I'd honestly like to go 1 time a week once I'm in maintenance mode. So yeah, that's where I'm at with the gym at this point. I still wish there was a coffee shop there that I could go to so that I was just there already. Yeah, so not loving that I have to go out of my way to go there, but it's just what I have to do. And I feel like it is worth it because I am seeing the results and I feel good after doing it. Not so feeling good about having to do it, right? But that's with anything in life, that is when you're in that initial phases where you're like new at something, you're not that good at it. It's never that fun, right? Like once you start getting progress and there you get that immediate feedback, then of course it's more satisfying. So right now it's not that satisfying. I don't love going to the gym, but here I am. I'm still doing it. I managed to get over my last week, my thoughts of like, oh, I don't want to do this. I got to find something else to do, whatever. So who knows? I just don't really know how long this is going to last. Using the gym as my form of recomposition. I honestly wish I had my own set of weights at home. Like that would be ideal. Like just because I don't like the atmosphere, right? Like I'd rather be in my own cozy home doing the workouts. So I don't really have an aversion to lifting weights. That's not the problem. I'm fine. Like I'm wearing a headset. I'm listening to something interesting. It's just the vibe of the place that I'm not loving. It's just hustle, bustle, busy, cold, fluorescent lights. I mean, it's a gym, right? So yeah, if it had plants and a coffee shop in it, I'd be so excited to go there. What else? Oh, I started to work with the 28-day fascia reset from Human Garage. I have to say I haven't actually made my donation yet. I have a friend, her and I, we buy things and then we just share them with each other. So she sent me her login code to do the Human Garage. So I'm doing the 28-day reset. And I'm keeping notes on it. So at some point I'll give you like a video where I share my results from the fascia workouts, which are not really workouts. They're more like, it's more like I would say you're working on the health of your muscles and your bones and your fascia and your ligaments and your tendons and all those things, which are extensions of the fascia. It's more of a health thing, right? Like there's a lot of, I haven't had this experience yet, but people do have like emotional releases and things like that from doing it. So I'm working with that, and I'll definitely do a video when I'm done that, sharing some of the results from that. One thing I did know, I'll just tell you right off the hop, is the first day after doing the first day of the fascia reset, then in the morning when I woke up, I felt like sort of like a sense of movement underneath the back of my thighs where I have cellulite, which is quite interesting. I haven't had that sensation since, but it might have been something that I just awakened it. So I felt it in the beginning and maybe won't feel that again. But I thought that was quite interesting. So I'll definitely give an update. So yeah, these are just some of the things that I'm adding to my fitness, is not just looking at building muscle, but what else does my body need for the health of my tissues. So it's not going to be just the gym, and it's not going to just be the fascia reset, but I'll be adding more things along the way. So stay tuned to see what else I add to the mix, and I'll continue to report back on my results. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.